It's not a whopper, but it is a cute handmade card. This is Jamie with gettingcrafty.net. We are going to create a really handsome masculine card today for those men in our life. And this is going to become a Father's Day card. Join me right now as we grab the Gone Fishing suite and we create a really fun Father's Day card. If you haven't already, subscribe and hit that bell and join us all week long. And you can see all of the supplies and measurements for this on my blog, and the link is in the description below. So not only do women like pockets, but so do men. My son and I were goofing around, and we actually switched pants one day because he couldn't believe that I would fit into his pants. He has power thighs on top of everything else, which is probably the only way it works, but whole nother issue. Anyway, boys' pockets are really long, in case you didn't know. Like, it went down to my mid-thigh, whereas girls' pockets barely fit our hands into it. Sucks. But I wanted to create a pocket card for men. So this is a really fun little fold. It actually has little pockets that you can put stuff inside, and we're going to open it up and have a card within. So let's go ahead and do this right now. Again, all of the measurements are on my blog and available for you at gettingcrafty.net. My dies have actually gone missing, so we're going to have a little creative fun. Instead of using the holographic for these cute little, what are they called, lures, we're going to play around with it. So here I have the Mossy Meadow. We're going to move our Gone Fishing to the side. And I have our base, our very vanilla, thick cardstock. Yes, thick. It is worth sending something that's a little bit better quality than just thin. This is going to be a slightly thicker card. So make sure you catch all the measurements on my blog at gettingcrafty.net. Now I've already cut, if I can figure out where I put it, out right here, the designer series paper that we're going to end up using on this one. So I'm going very green, and that is going to be for my husband. His favorite color is green. As he likes to say, it's the color of life. Little did he know, because we're both from California, how much green you can get here in the Midwest. It is fabulous. I love green. I love all the colors here. It's kind of ridiculous how much I do. And I'm sure this is probably supposed to have gone the other way, which, guess what? I'm going to show you a little magic trick. Are you ready? How to fix that? It's going to blow your mind. Turn it over, because we just did them both the same way. And look, magic. Oh, it's a liquid adhesive, which is one of the reasons I like it, especially with a tight fit like this. I want to be able to move it just for a little bit while I can. Here, let's just tuck that in. Here we go. And now we're going to grab our paper trimmer right here. And we're going to go ahead. And this is a quick card, you guys. You can thank me later. We're going to take it and put the flap. And I like to use that where this corner is going to touch the track. I'm going to see if I can zoom in a little bit for you. Whoop. There you go. Found sound effects and everything. And then I'm going to keep that point right there. So it's going to help me score it. Now make sure you score. Do not cut that, because I've done that before. And now we have a really great little flap that we can flap back. That might be a bit big. Let's say circa 1970s gear here. I'm not too ashamed at all, actually. So we're going to take this piece here, and we're going to take it to a line, and hopefully we're about matching it. I really liked how that came out. So go to the piece there, go to piece here. That would be me going a little OCD for you-ish. Is it? I could be way more OCD. I just like things to be straight. Okay, so now we have our flaps back. And you can do a couple different things. You can adhesive those back or not. You choose. Anytime you're going to create a really interactive card like this. My husband, he does not talk up my cards very often. Quite honestly, he's like, oh, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Nothing really impresses the guy. But my interactive cards, those always impress him for some reason. And it's off. Crackers. Okay, so you could have just folded it down yourself. Let me see if I can kind of fix that. Here we go. Nobody's going to judge me. Well, he may. But I don't care. It's Father's Day, and my daddy is in heaven. He took me fishing when I was a little girl, because how does a dad not take his daughter fishing? But where we lived in California, he knew I did not have the patience for fishing. So he took me to a trout farm. And if you've never been to a trout farm, it's a pond with a ton of trout inside. So he took me there, and it was kind of funny. Here, we're going to stamp this as well with the Mossy Meadow ink pad. I'm grabbing that as we speak. And I would put my line in the water and it would catch a fish. He told me you had to jerk it to hook the hook in the mouth. I would jerk it and the fish would fly across the pond, to his yelling dismay. Rarely did my daddy yell at me, but boy, did I have him yelling that day. In case you didn't know, he was losing. And if you're a fisherman, you probably know why. Happy retirement. Oh, here's Father's Day. There we go. Now, this is a two-step stamping stamp set. When I you guys can't see it. I'm going to zoom out. Okay. When I apply my greeting, I like it to be straight. So I use the grid paper underneath. It is kind of an optical illusion, and I wouldn't stamp this crooked. I would actually straighten it out. There, use your grid paper. It's an optical way for you to incorporate like a little bit more straightness to your project, if that makes sense. You can easily... Let's just throw this over here and I'll clean that later. I just thought a little bobber would be kind of fun, right? And it needs a red. So what kind of red should we do that's kind of bright here? I'm going to move the Mossy Meadow. And I think I'm going to grab the real red because that's a nice red for a bobber. And we're going to create a little bit of interest with this. Oh, it doesn't have, does it have a filler ripper inside? It doesn't. Huh. So that's okay. We're going to put that there. Then we're going to do some fussy cutting. I have just received all of this designer series paper in, but I thought, why not use the scraps? And then I'm going to show you how we made those really cute pockets that we have on this card. Okay, so we have Happy Father's Day, and then we're going to fussy cut this out. I'm going to take this here and place it in. Then my kids will all sign this for Father's Day. My daddy's in heaven, so I pray the Lord notes all the daddies up there. First of all, starting with our Lord. There you go. So we're going to create those little pockets. And what I did was I took the tailor-made tags, and you can see that here. And we're just going to die cut these little pockets to have some fun pockets on the front. So there we go. Let's go ahead and do that really quickly right here. Do not miss out on how easy it is to create pockets with these great layering tag dies. Also, fussy cutting your scraps is a great way to utilize them. You'll see how these cut off fish will incorporate perfectly for a fun accent on this handmade card. I love using our scraps up. What do you think? Fussy cutting is pretty therapeutic. Okay, so don't take things and put them to waste. This looks to me like a trout. I wanted to add that to the inside of my husband's card. We live on a river, and my husband likes to say he's a fisherman. I've never in our 27 years being together have seen him fish successfully or for any length of time, but that's not nor here nor there. I like to say I am a crocheter, but I don't have a ton of projects done either. That's not true. I do make stuff usually when it's cooler weather. I've made these cute little bags. Here we go. Let's do this. That little Happy Father's Day right there. I think that's super cute. What do you think? And it opens up so the kids can sign and write a note inside for Dad. Now, in order to create this end, usually what I would do is, if I could find it, but I'm not seeing it, is use our adhesive dimensional strips to create that. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat. You ready to cheat? I like to cheat just a little bit with this. We're going to take 3 of these little ends that you see right here on the side of the dimensional per project. There you go. And we're going to place those on the side. 1. And you could even, if you were worried about something falling out, you could put a little dimensional on the bottom. But I'm not worried. It's not going to find out because I'm going to adhesive it down. The fishies are going to be in his pocket because I don't have any lures, right? Sure. There you go. You have to love that. But there's a little bit of fly fishing happening right there on the side. And then you can take those pieces that are missing a head and incorporate those. My friend Sarah, her husband is a avid fisherman. If I have time before church, I'll probably make one for him to surprise him. Happy Father's Day, and give it to Sarah to have her boys sign that. He actually cannot wait. She showed him a picture of my view, and he's all excited about coming and fishing. And we have crappie, we have bass, we have catfish, all in my river right outside of my deck. It's pretty cool. And we own the peninsula, which is really a neat thing. Here, I love these pockets, in case you were wondering. Love, 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 love them so much. And then we're going to kind of tuck that fishy in. Now, I had to laugh. I saw some dad post about how he went to the store to pick up fish when he didn't catch any that day, and like put it as his catch. It was like this little skit or whatever, a comedy skit, which made me laugh. Anytime you're doing an interactive card, you really want to give it some extra oomph, right? But here's our little card here, some fishies in the pocket. Happy Father's Day. What an easy card. This stamp set's great for all of the men in your life because it has good things come to wait. So glad that you're my dad. Happy retirement. Congrats with all of those lures, unless you have somebody who hates fishing. And then here, there you go. And you can see that was a fish that its tail was cut off. I just incorporated it, and it leaves a little hidden pocket on the inside. Which is your favorite? Do you like the lures with the holographic, or do you like the fish? Here, go ahead and comment and let me know. Celebrate those men in your life with a fun card just like this. This is probably more my husband's style anyway. He likes that wide collar. He was a man from the 60s and 70s. But I like the little tight collar. Either way, depends on how metro your husband or man is in your life, which card they may care for. I like the lures. My dies should be here somewhere. We just need to find them. And then I have these little fishies that are popping out right there. And then you can decorate the inside, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then adding that secret card on the inside allows for them to have an area to write. And I think it looks really good. If you haven't, comment which do you prefer better. Do you like the fly fishing or do you like the plaid? Comment below which is your favorite and why. Do you like the fishies or the lures or the look of the collar? Oh my goodness, right? And then catch these upcoming videos. Make sure that you subscribe and hit that bell because we want you, yes, you, to create with us all week long. Thanks for joining us, and happy Father's Day to the men in your life. And this is a great retirement birthday just because card. I think it's super easy, and men like it simple. Less words the better is what I get told all the time by the men in my life. Thanks for joining us today. God bless. Mwah. Have a good one. Bye.